back in 1985.
1985.
It's true though. The Bears are not that great of a franchise. They really do just cling on to that 1 year of greatness.
Oh yeah, they do.
Like, do they even have a ton of like NFL championships?
Oh, I think back in the 40s they did with Sid Luckman.
Oh,
And that was before Gale Sayers and Dick Butkus.
mm-hmm.
So I think back in the 40s, like George Halas's early days, because he kind of, I don't know if he started the team, but back in then they were really good.
Okay.
And Red Grange, I think, was the first Bears player.
Yeah, so they had all that though, but then 85s are only like real Super Bowl, isn't it?
Yeah, unless you want to count. Yeah.
I've decided I don't count the just overall NFL championships anymore.
Yeah, you should. I mean, you're the opposite of the Packers.
Yeah, the Packers only count their overall NFL championships.
And if we're going by that logic, the Vikings do have a championship because they won it in 1969 against the Browns.
Congratulations.
Yep,
they did it. They did it.
So Minneapolis.
Monkey is off the back.
So Minneapolis can be called Title Town if they really want to, or one Title Town.
Why don't teams just rebrand? Like New England should for sure by now. All of Boston should. They've dominated the last 2 decades.
Because Boston has more than just the Packers. They have the Red Sox. The Bruins are usually pretty good. And that's about it.
God, but what a great middle finger that would be if they just started calling themselves Title Town.
Or like they call
just to, because what could Green Bay do to respond? They couldn't do anything. They just say, "Oh, we have the first one." I think that's the only thing they have really to go for. Them.
Yeah, with Bart Starr. Or they should call themselves Real Title Town.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like that.
I think someone's got to go for that throne because the Packers are not Title Town. Green Bay is not it anymore.
No, I mean they're living in the past. You talk about the Bears living in the past.
The Packers.
The Packers are living.
The Packers
in the
need to close the yearbook for sure.
Big time. That dusty yearbook from the 60s.
Black and white photos, things written in quill.
Are you this? I know I don't want to bring up your sense of smell, but every time I smell an old book, it just smells to me. I hate like when you open the page of an old book.
Why didn't you want to bring up my sense of smell?
Because I can't smell well.
I do have a poor sense of smell. You're right.
Yeah. So sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
I'm not trying to be ableist here, but like every time I open an old book, I hate that smell.
I love it.
No, you don't, because you can't smell well.
It's probably not as extreme for me as it is for you, but I enjoy it personally. Makes me like think, oh, I'm about to read something. I don't like when it's like wet.
A wet old book?
Yeah, you ever smelled that? Like a soggy book?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
But how often are you around old books? Like you go to your grandparents' house?
Well, this is like back in like high school.
Okay.
When we'd have to like dig out those old encyclopedias.
See, I worked at a library in college and I actually quite enjoyed going through. Like I would do the cheesy Hallmark thing. I'd like run my finger down the spine, open it up, rub a hand on the cover and be like, oh, such history within these pages, and then open it and then just scan it because my job was to scan documents to send to the medical students when they would ask for them.
So you know the Dewey Decimal System?
I don't right now. Maybe I did back then,
right?
But I don't remember how I did. That was the most boring, soul-sucking job ever.
Just shelving books?
It was shelving books, and then people would request like a document, and then you would have to go just find the book, scan it, and send it to them. And none of the employees talked to each other whatsoever. Whenever a request would come in, it would just come through on like the fax, and everyone would just look at each other like, who's going to get this one? And then I would just be like, okay, I'm going to do it. It was great for getting homework done.
Yeah.
But it was just a depressing place.
Oh, yeah, you did that at Minnesota.
Yep.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, I did it in the whatever the med school library was.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Look where you are now.
Look at me now.
Yeah.
Potting away.
Yeah. Making shitty bets.
Making terrible. Hey, I'm on a hot streak. 2022 is still very kind to me.
But didn't you bet the Chiefs?
I bet the Bengals to cover though.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, I went undefeated this weekend.
That's right.
And I've been killing it on the NBA. I've been placing like an NBA bet a week, something like that. I killed it NFL playoffs. I still don't know what I'm going to do with the Super Bowl. Have you made up your mind anyway yet? Or have you been convinced or swayed at all?
Right now, I am swayed to bet the Rams.
At 4? I believe the line is still at 4 right now.
But that will change probably.
100%.
That always does happen to me. I tackle it back and forth.
Yeah, the line's at 4.5 right now, according to DraftKings, which is, of course, the sponsor of this podcast.
Yes. But I think I will get swayed at one time next week to go with the Bengals.
I think, there'll be something that'll come out. Maybe Joe Burrow will say something during media day that everyone freaks out about, or maybe some sort of injury at practice.
Oh, yeah, that definitely will happen. I'm most excited about Media Day compared to the Super Bowl, honestly.
Yeah, you're a big fan. Well, you have a broadcast journalism degree. That's
Right.
why. That's your Super Bowl.
Right. I want to see the hard-hitting journalism.
See if there's any Big J journalists asking the hard-hitting questions like, who's your hero?
Right. I want to see a lady in a wedding dress asking Joe Burrow to marry her.
Did that happen before?
That happened to Tom Brady years ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's always like some wacky thing that happens on Media Day.
Oh, yeah. Chad Ochocinco will be there or something like that. Peyton Manning will probably be asking questions for
that one
YouTube bit.
That one dude from Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Guillermo. He'll for sure be there. Yep. That's an old bit.
Mm-hmm. And then like even the long snapper there'll be a quirky like soundbite from the long snapper that never gets interviewed.
Yeah, who's been waiting his entire life for this moment.
Exactly.
He's going to try his hardest to make a personal brand out of himself.
Yep. So I'm
going to be the Pat McAfee of long snappers.
Right. It's going to be something like that is going to happen. So
yeah, because I think everyone gets interviewed.
Oh yeah. They have like a booth set up for every single player there. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm most excited about. The Super Bowl. So Tuesday, I think it's Tuesdays.
It is.
So I'm
you'll be glued to a TV.
Right. I can't wait to watch NFL Network all damn day.
That'll be awesome. I'm really excited for you.
Which isn't really different from any other day, but
yeah. So. I was just saying, I think we literally have NFL Network on every single day at the office.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll have to find something else to watch here pretty soon. NFL Network gets pretty dry until around draft time.
Yes. Well, Combine's okay.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. I agree. I think I'm also leaning Rams. 4.5 is still a lot. I think I will definitely sway Bengals one way or another. I've decided I think Saturday morning is when I will officially place my bet for this game. Next Saturday morning.
This Saturday morning?
Nope. Yeah. I will officially place my bet then.
Okay.
Obviously, I have the Rams money line thing from Vegas. If the Rams just win overall, I win that way. But in terms of spread, I plan on spending a hefty amount on one side or the other. Mm-hmm. It'll just depend on which side is speaking to me, how the number moves. If it gets up to 5 or anything higher than 5, I think I would go Bengals automatically, just based off of that merit.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
It really is.
I don't know. I gotta crunch my numbers.
Exactly.
I gotta get my
talk to my guys.
I gotta get my Excel spreadsheets out. I gotta get my algorithm going.
We gotta run the you know how every year Madden will do the simulation where they will predict who wins the Super Bowl, and they're actually pretty damn accurate most of the time.
Yeah, I think they got to score completely correct one year.
Yeah, the Seahawks Patriots year. Yeah. And a lot of people thought that it was maybe rigged because of that. Because in that game, the Seahawks got off to an early lead, 24-14, which is exactly what it was. And then Tom Brady led him back to win it in the Madden game. And then that happened in real life too. So there was a good amount of people who thought it was rigged.
But why would they do that? Why would that be rigged?
Just apparently it was to bolster Madden sales, which were lower that year.
Oh my God.
Because apparently if some people are so stupid that they would actually believe that.
That's so stupid. But it could be true. Who knows?
I doubt it. There's a lot of things wrong with the NFL right now. I don't think they're rigging the Super Bowl for Madden related purposes. If they are, then
that's awesome.
EA should that's either awesome or EA should be executed publicly. They should get the guillotine.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I can't wait till that simulation comes out though.
I'm excited. I do actually watch it every single year.
It's a full broadcast?
They do the full broadcast now. They just play the thing live, which is boring. Watching two computers play Madden is just the height of sadness, I would say.
And I'm totally going to bet on that.
They will have odds out. I guarantee it. Well, it was just so weird because they have odds for that, but we have been looking all week and we cannot find odds for this Pro Bowl.
Yeah, but it makes sense.
Yeah, like, players are shuffling in and out. Coaches are being shuffled in and out. You don't really understand it.
Players don't really care and blah, blah, blah. So it's probably gonna be a money line thing, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
I don't really blame any sports book not putting any lines out yet.
It's true.
Yeah, it's
probably a pick 'em. Is there a certain conference you like more than the other?
Well, I'm biased, so I'm a big NFC guy.
Do you think the NFC is inherently tougher than the AFC? Like not in terms of quality of team, but like physically, because that's kind of I feel like always the rep is that the NFC teams are the cold weather, hard nosed, beat 'em up teams, and the AFC teams are more high-powered, offensive. I think that might just be because that's how we grew up with Tom Brady, Peyton Manning being in the AFC.
Right. Back in the day, I think from the 80s to the 90s, NFC went on a huge streak. They won like 15 Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah.
So the NFC was always considered to be better than the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why all those Bronco teams were always in the Super Bowl and get pummeled.
Yep.
And that was like when the Niners were at their peak.
Yeah, that was back with the NFC Central was a thing.
Yes, exactly. So I'm not sure. It's so hard to judge that.
I will say right now there's an interesting trend where I think all the best quarterbacks are in the AFC, especially all the best young quarterbacks.
Yeah, so I mean that trend could definitely shift with Burrow, Allen, Mahomes.
But NFC right now, it's really just Rodgers and Russell Wilson. That are only ones I can think of right now of like star quarterbacks in NFC. I guess Stafford, Kyler Murray, maybe.
You could throw Kirk Cousins in there if you want.
You could. Don't have to.
No, you could.
Hey, he might improve now. He's going to get a quarterback whisperer into his ear.
Yeah.
The great Jim Harbaugh. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm excited. I mean, we're recording this on Wednesday nights.
He has an interview this afternoon.
Right. So it looks like a 75% chance he'll be there.
That's what I've seen too.
So assuming that he is going to be hired, I am pretty excited.
Yeah.
Everywhere he's been,
they do win.
They do win, but they can't quite close.
It's weird. They win a lot. I mean, his first 3 years they made it to the NFC Championship.
At least 2. I don't know about 3.
He made it to 3 out of 4, I'm pretty sure.
Something like that, yes. Yes, it was. It was that
first
Giants game.
Giants game, then the one they won against whoever. I don't remember who that was. Was it maybe the Seahawks?
Yes.
And then the one they lost to the Seahawks.
Yes.
And then the 4th year, they didn't make the playoffs and he got fired / went to Michigan.
Yep.
Still so unclear with how all that drama turned out. I was just entering college at the time, so I don't think I was as plugged into the league as I was. I was too busy hitting the books.
Yeah.
But I don't really know how that story ended. I don't know if it was more him or if it was more the organization, because from what I heard, he does wear on people.
Right.
And he seems like the type of guy who would.
Mm-hmm.
He seems very intense, very meticulous. And I think, especially in the pros, that does wear on people.
Right.
But he also won a lot.
Right.
I think he's like still in the top 10 for like winning percentages for an NFL coach.
Right. Always above 500, it seems like. So it's very similar to Zimmer, but he seems like a more fresh Zimmer.
Yeah.
More personable, more charismatic. Zimmer was kind of like introvert. Do your thing. Don't call the kickers by their names. And then Harbaugh's more like high energy, like he's got like puppy energy almost.
A little bit, yeah.
So I think it'll be it's the same guy, but it's not. It's a different culture.
That's why I'm a little surprised they are so interested in him, because I thought they would do something drastically different than Zimmer, but they're not entirely the same, like you said. And he's more of an offensive mind. He's more of a program builder. Zimmer was more just about, let's win this game 3-0.
Right. Yeah. And I think a big part of it, if they do hire Harbaugh, assuming they do, Kawesi's a very young GM. Yeah. So that'd probably be a big load if they hired a young coach.
That's true.
So, I mean, it takes the load off Kawesi with, having an experienced coach handling the players, and then Kawesi handling the personnel with it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Harbaugh's going to get the full control that he's used to, because they do seem to really like this GM.
Right.
So it'll be interesting if they do give him the full control, or if this is a true partnership, because I always wonder how much control those new GMs actually have in like hiring the coach versus the owner, if they just got into the building themselves.
Right. And then Kawesi made it sound like he doesn't want to work over a coach. He wants to work with a coach. Yeah. So that's a big part of it too.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty hyped about it.
I think you should be. I think I would rather my team take a big swing on a big name rather than hire some no name like defensive coordinator from like the Giants or something like that.
Right. So I mean, I'll be hyped,
especially now with the potential that the division might be wide open.
Right. Well, I mean, the Bears GM said they're gonna take the North and keep it or something like that.
Did he really?
Yeah. So
hell yeah.
That's a little intimidating if you ask me.
Yeah. That's the Vikings are probably completely reorganizing their strategy. All right, how do we get a wild card for the next 7 years? Because we are not getting the division apparently.
Yeah, I'm shaking in my Crocs just thinking about it. So that's not good. So extremely intimidated by the Bears. Also, it'll be interesting if Harbaugh gets hired. He's got to face Justin Fields twice a year.
Yeah.
City lost to him.
The Ohio State rivalry.
Twice, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, that will be interesting. He also will have to go to, I guess Detroit is in Michigan. Never mind. It will have that home field thing when he goes to play in Detroit, maybe. I don't know.
That'd be weird because there's a lot of Detroit fans that are Michigan fans.
I'm sure, yeah.
So,
Well, I wonder how the Michigan fans will feel about him, because I mean, he got him to the playoffs this year. He won his national championship by beating Ohio State.
Right.
I just didn't believe he was interested in the NFL until like now.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
I always just kind of thought that was one of those pipe dream rumors that they always throw out every year of some retired coach or broadcaster or college coach. Like, oh, he might be interested in the NFL again. But I never really believe it.
Right. It sounds like I looked on the Wolverine subreddit. It sounds like they're pretty pissed that he's leaving. Like,
I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah.
He just got him to the promised land, but he's been there for 7 years. That one floored me today when I saw that.
7 years. It beat Ohio State once.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. They kind of underachieved, but they didn't really underachieve. They were always ranked.
Right.
They were always a good team. They just he never got him over that hump until now.
It could be that they have the Michigan stigma all these years. It's kind of like Notre Dame always gets overranked. I think Michigan got the same treatment.
Probably.
Because a lot of sports writers like Michigan.
It does feel like so many of them are from Michigan.
Right. Well, I think they have a journalism program that's pretty good there.
Probably, because Schefter's from there. Rich Eisen's from there.
Yes. So I think that's part of it.
Yeah. I would agree.
AP polls, at least.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like how Syracuse is kind of sometimes overranked in basketball. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Overall, though, I do think it would be a good hire if they do end up doing it, which it does seem all signs to be pointing that direction.
Yes.
But we'll see what happens.
Thinking it's going to happen, but we'll see.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see what happens. What is for sure going to happen is the NFL Pro Bowl.
Yes. Best game of the year.
It is. You're getting the best players.
Yeah, of course this could be great.
And they're playing with nothing to lose.
Right.
Of course it's going to be high flying, high hitting.
Right.
I think we're going to see some big hits this weekend. I don't know why more people aren't excited. If you told someone, oh, Justin Herbert is going to be facing off against Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
Sign me up.
Right. I'm hyped. I couldn't be more hyped.
I'm very excited. We really wanted to bet this game, but the line is not out yet, so we can't do that. We will bet it when the line comes out later on this week, or at least I will probably throw something on it.
We'll keep you posted what we bet.
Yeah, exactly. We got Instagram for that. But here on the podcast, we are going to try out DraftKings Daily Fantasy live on the air.
Yes.
They have an NFL 200K Vegas special. 50K goes to first place.
Mm-hmm.
AFC versus NFC. You just pick your teams. You have a salary cap, and there's money to be won. So we're going to draft our teams live on the air. I will let you go first. Who did you like?
All right, my top guy, bias, Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. I could see him having a big game.
It's his first Pro Bowl ever.
Oh, yeah. Young receiver. He's probably going to be gunning for MVP.
Because they didn't play the Pro Bowl last year. Remember that?
They didn't. I do forget that. So that shows how much I obviously missed it.
So it's like double the rookies, quote unquote, will be playing this game. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So first timers.
So they want to show it. They want to, I don't know, celebrate, do the gritty.
Yep.
I know sports reporters love the gritty for some reason.
They really do.
It's weird. I don't get it. Like ESPN goes crazy over the gritty.
Yeah.
They always bring it up. Like
it reminds me so much of the whip a few years ago, or the dab.
Right.
There's every 3 or 4 years, there's a dance where oh, we can kind of do that.
Right.
So they show it whenever they can, or they'll do it live on air. And it's just the worst fucking thing ever. It's just like when Adam Schefter did it at the Monday night game.
Gritty died that night.
I agree. Yeah. Adam Schefter kills not just hot leads, but he kills dances.
Yeah, it's like American Pie. This is the day that music died.
Yes.
The gritty died when Adam Schefter did that.
Adam Schefter has got to stop doing that goofy shit.
Yeah, but like sports reporters attach themselves to these, I don't know. They're just, it's that Steve Buscemi meme, like, hello, fellow kids or whatever with the skateboard.
That's exactly so bad. Sports writers are so, you can tell so much that they all just grew up dorks.
Right.
And they just, now that they have a little bit of clout, they just think they can get away with anything.
Right. They lived inside a locker, just getting stuffed in one.
Exactly.
Right.
They do that. Then they come out like, oh, I have 15K on Twitter now. I could say whatever I want. People follow me because of sports. You're not getting any girls. The only people in your DM are just like sports fans yelling at you for saying their team is trash.
Right. Yeah.
I promise you, no girls like, oh wait, he's a sports writer.
Right. Oh, he did the gritty and hurt his knee. That's who I want to be around.
If I could ask Adam Schefter any question, I would ask him how bad it hurt when he did the gritty.
Yeah.
He for sure fucked up his feet.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely. Had to put a little ice pack on his knee.
Yeah, I agree. All right. So you're going to take Yeah, Justin Jefferson's a good pick. I would maybe take him too, but I don't want to take the same team as you, even though we can. That is the beauty of this. You can take whatever you want.
Yep.
But I'm going to go through. The key for my drafting strategy is you can't take anyone who is too close to getting in the Super Bowl. Because I think they play they don't care enough when they play.
Their mind is at another place.
Exactly. They're just here for the free vacation.
Right. They'd rather go out west a little more to Vegas or to Los Angeles.
Yeah. You got to find players who haven't played since the regular season because they're just going to be itching to play again, or who got eliminated from the playoffs early.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not touching any Chiefs players. I'm not touching any Niners players. Mahomes is tempting, but I think I'm going to go with Herbert for my number one.
I like that.
Because I think, he hasn't played in a while. When he last
first
walked
Pro
off,
Bowl.
Exactly, first Pro Don't When he last walked off the field, it was after that bitter tie game.
Yep.
Or whatever. So I'm gonna go with Herbert. I don't know if I want to go with him as my crown guy, but maybe I will. I suppose that is probably the right move.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah. Is that the correct terminology? A crown guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
All right, perfect.
Your
all right.
king.
My king, yeah, exactly.
My next one's Tyreek Hill. I just feel like a lot of deep bombs to Tyreek. Safety will be playing up a little bit.
I do think a lot of it'll be Herbert, Mahomes, and the other AFC quarterback was Lamar, who is questionable. I do feel like they'll want to just throw it to Tyreek just because it's fun. We have the fast guy in our team for once.
Exactly. So that's my logic with Tyreek.
Okay. All right. I've got 36,200 left. I'm gonna go with. I want a receiver. I'll go with CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
For the Cowboys. He's replacing Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
He hasn't played since that Niners game. I feel like he's a physical freak who they'll be sure to use him they'll use him a lot. Russell Wilson, if he's throwing to him especially.
Yes.
That'll be dope. And Kirk Cousins. He does know how to throw it to receivers.
Oh yeah, he's got an arm that works. So
yeah,
I like
Kirk
that.
Cousins is built for the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Although he threw a bad pick
he blew I think he blew the game for him 2 years ago.
He's not a great Pro Bowl quarterback.
He just seems like he's built for the moment though. If it's a garbage time game, Kirk Cousins thrives in garbage time.
He just throws 5 touchdowns.
He might, but yeah, I do remember. I think he fumbled it to lose him the game 2 years ago. It was the day Kobe died.
Yep.
I remember because they were all doing tributes that day.
Yep. Yeah, he fumbled that one. My next one is Kyle Juszczyk, $1,000 for salary.
That's good.
I feel like the coaches are like, let's give the fullback some love. Let's give him a touchdown.
100%.
So he's low value, high reward. Nobody else is going to have Juszczyk on their lineup. So that's kind of my logic that the coaches will want the fullbacks to get a touchdown. So
yeah, I agree. Coaches are all about that smash mouth football still.
Right.
Who are the coaches? Have they announced?
Ooh.
I think it's McCarthy.
I think it's the highest seed that loses at the wild card or the divisional or wild card round.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we
the
could
coaching staff
look it up somewhere.
So that's my other guy. I'll just go with my next one.
Yeah, go for it. I'll look up the coaching staff.
My next one is Alvin Kamara.
I like that.
I like him because he's very slippery. He's very hard to tackle. I could see him doing a lot of swing passes and just breaking open and being a little jazzy, New Orleans and everything. So
it is. That is true.
So his play style really matches the city that he plays in. So I'm going with Kamara on that one.
It looks like the coaches will be Matt LaFleur and Mike Vrabel.
Okay.
So
and Vrabel. Oh fuck.
Vrabel. Oh, if he was on the
Vrabel would have got
NFC,
Juszczyk.
he would have for sure.
Damn it.
Okay, so you got him. I'm gonna go. I just said I wasn't gonna take a Niner, but I'm gonna go with George Kittle for tight end.
Okay.
I feel like he's a big MVP seeker. He's just a fun guy. He doesn't care if he's playing in the Super Bowl or the Pro Bowl as much. He just seems like someone who will have fun regardless and play his heart out.
One thing we have to consider, he might be hungover for the game.
That is true. Is he a big drinker? Or is that just his persona he gives off?
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I know nothing about him drinking wise, but he seems like a partier to me.
The only thing I know about his personality is the things he says when he's mic'd up.
Right. Exactly. Yes. But giving off those vibes.
Yep.
The math equation equals to probably a drinker.
Yeah, I would agree with that probably. But I'm still going to roll with him anyways. He had a big fantasy season, so why not?
Why not?
And then I have another pick. You can do multiple quarterbacks. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, you can do all quarterbacks if you want to.
You could. I'm gonna hop on the Justin Jefferson bandwagon as well.
There you go.
That seems like Good pick. I got 19,200 left for my last 2 picks. God, I really could just get a lot more players if I wanted to, but I have a lot of budget left.
I'll go next. My next one's Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
I just think he'll throw a touchdown early, go on the sidelines.
In the Pro Bowl, he did play. He was very into just like going for like underhand sidearms. Like he's into putting on a show, and this is the one chance he really gets to show what he can do.
And I guarantee he'll be mic'd up the entire game.
Yeah, probably.
So he'll be that mic'd up dude at the Pro Bowl.
And if you can get some Mahomes or Tyreek Hill points,
that
would be huge. Yes. Yeah, that'll be huge.
So that is huge.
Because I could see them literally. I'm sure they'll just tell Tyreek to run a streak every single time.
All right, prediction right now. I think the very first play of the game will be a deep ball from Patrick Mahomes to Tyreek, over 30 yards.
I would agree with that, honestly.
They'll just throw a bomb right away. Get the fans going, get them into it.
I think, because I do think that is a strategy. I think the coaches go in there and say, we need to get the fans excited for this right away.
Yes.
Because fans have noticeably started to boo during the last few Pro Bowls because it looks so bad sometimes.
Or it'll be like a trick play flea flicker.
Yeah, I was thinking flea flicker.
Yep.
Flea flicker or like a double lateral.
It'll be like they'll hand it off to Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor will toss it back to Mahomes, and then just a fucking bomb. Bazooka.
Because of that, I maybe want Deebo Samuel because he could throw a touch. Like I could see them maybe giving him a pitch and he throws it or something.
Like an end around throw to the end zone when they're in the red zone. I could see that happen.
Yeah, but I also like Kyler Murray.
You're stepping on my feet right now.
Are you thinking Kyler Murray too?
This is a Madden game.
I'm going Kyler Murray.
This is Kyler Murray's Super Bowl.
Kyler Murray loves nothing more than the Pro Bowl. I guarantee you. No defense. No one's gonna like really try that hard to sack him.
Right? Yeah, they're gonna like the defensive end will like half-ass it, like whatever, and then Kyler Murray's just gonna fucking
exactly. He's gonna be the try hard at the Super Bowl. Yep.
Yes. So I think I'm all over Kyler Murray.
Yep. I got Kyler Murray. All right, I got 11,000 left. I could go Mahomes if I really wanted to.
Yeah, I got used check for $1,000, so my salary is like $5,000 left.
I have 11. Oh, just overall.
After everything.
I've noticed neither of us are taking defenses.
Oh hell no! Stay away from defense, unless what
about picks? I bet picks are worth like.
And there usually is a defensive touchdown, so it's not the dumbest thing in the world.
No, they're so just financially it doesn't make as much sense when you can get all these other superstars with $11,000 still.
Like if your king is the defense, that's not a bad idea, because then if they get a defensive touchdown, that'll be huge, and there will be interceptions. There will be a lot of dumb throws.
Yeah,
so it's not the dumbest thing in the world.
It's not. I'm just not gonna do it.
It's just picking the right defense.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know who's on each defense,
right?
Because I feel like the best defenses are probably in the Super Bowl or not going to be playing.
Right,
a lot
it's
of
just
players.
like a mismatched. Like I don't think they can blitz at all. You can only bring like 4 guys.
Yep, you're not allowed to blitz.
So that's a big problem.
Yeah, so it's all just about like the pass rush you have or whatever.
Yeah.
So I got my last pick here. Do I go? I could take anyone. Diggs is kind of tempting.
Yeah, but his mind will be on the Super Bowl and
it will be. Yeah. If Josh Allen was playing, I think I would take Diggs.
Right.
Lamar hasn't played in a while, but he's also questionable with injury, so I'm not going to risk that. I like Lamar just because they lost the last 6, and he's going to want to have something to prove.
But if he's hurt, they won't play him.
Exactly, they won't play him a lick. It'll be Mac Jones' show. Hey, come on now, that's a Pro Bowl Mac Jones to you. Pro Bowl sub Mac Jones.
He'll definitely be playing in the fourth quarter at the end.
Yeah, he'll be closing the game out, I think.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Jonathan Taylor just because he's the most expensive guy left on the board. I don't have a running back, and I'm sure but will they be running the ball a lot? That's the question.
On the goal line, they would.
That's true.
So you might get a touchdown there.
Yep. I'm gonna go Jonathan Taylor. So my lineup is at the king spot. I've got Justin Herbert, CeeDee Lamb, George Kittle, Justin Jefferson, Kyler Murray, Jonathan Taylor.
Okay, mine is Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Juszczyk, Kamara, Mahomes, and then obviously Kyler Murray.
The video game. We need a nickname for him. 8-bit Murray.
Oh, fuck. Analog Murray.
Ooh, I don't like that. Joystick
Murray.
Joystick Murray.
We need alliteration there.
Yeah, I'm a big alliteration guy too.
We'll workshop that.
Yeah, we'll get back to you guys. We gotta put something interesting on this game between you and I. Whoever does better.
God, you're betting AFC?
No, I meant like in this. Whoever's which one of our team finished better in this pool of currently.
Well, whoever loses
1,800.
How about this? Whoever loses has to get a Kyler Murray tattoo.
Woo. They got temporary tattoo on your neck.
Yeah, permanent.
That's I'd have to be out on that one. I've talked a lot of shit about the guy on this podcast. That would maybe be a rough look. What about the loser? The winner makes the Super Bowl pick for the loser.
Like the official pick?
Or just one of you have
or
to
your money pick. Like you got to put money on this team, even though you think the other team's going to win.
Yeah, like if I were to win, I would just decide what we're both betting for the Super Bowl.
Right.
And I could pick like who I think is going to lose for you, or I could pick who I'm picking. Should we do that?
Let's do that.
Yeah, all right, let's do it. I am entering right now.
It is set in stone.
Mine is not yet. Mine is loading.
Mine is set in stone. I can't wait to win this $250,000.
That would be huge.
I would be the biggest used check fan in the world.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm actually, I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's a good casual watch. Keep it on the background. Go to the bar. Have a few drinks.
Wait, I know how to do that.
Yeah. Get a few mimosas in you.
Oh, now you're talking.
Now you're speaking my language.
Absolutely. All right, so we are in for that. Pro Bowl's coming up. The NBA is in full swing. We'll start talking about that a little more. As things go on. But
North Carolina and Duke play this weekend do
they really?
In North Carolina.
Have you looked at the line at all?
I have not yet.
Let's pull it up right now.
I know Duke's ranked number 9 right now.
Duke's playing really well, aren't they?
Yeah, but they haven't really faced any big opponents, really. As of recently, I should say.
That's kind of Duke's whole thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is.
That'll be a fun game to watch. I'm looking for it right now. I'm not seeing it. It's this weekend, you said?
Yep, on Saturday. He's clicking. He's typing. He's clicking.
It's not on my board yet. The odds might not be out for it yet.
That could be it.
But that'll be a fun game to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely tune into that one.
Coach K's last time at UNC.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
God, Coach K's whole retirement tour is kind of being overshadowed by all these quarterbacks who've retired.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fart in the wind. It's not doing much.
A fart in the wind, it's not doing much.
Yeah.
I've never heard that expression before.
You haven't?
No, I haven't. That's phenomenal, though.
Well, you just got your vocabulary expanded.
A little bit. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
100%. Jerrod, I don't know about you, but if I were to look at my most frequently visited websites in the past month, DraftKings is for sure on there.
And some others, but we won't mention them. But yes, DraftKings is number one.
Exactly. If we're looking at apps alone, DraftKings is probably number one. I'm on it all the time. I'm looking at odds. I'm doing daily fantasy, doing same game parlays. I'm just looking at my account balance and admiring how smart I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Big brain on you.
It's so great. And with the Super Bowl right around the corner, I'm going to Arizona. You better believe I just deposited money. You betcha believe that I will be depositing a healthy amount of money on whatever team I like for the Super Bowl that weekend. I am so excited to be in DraftKings country, and I'm so excited to win money so that I can have a reason to go back to DraftKings country or just spend it all on daily fantasy.
Hell yeah.
I can do anything. And if you're a new customer, you can experience the conference championships. You can experience Super Bowls. You can experience basketball, same game parlays. You can combine multiple bets from the same game for bigger payouts. The more legs you add, the more money you win. You know what I love about DraftKings?
What?
It's safe. It's secure. It's reliable. And you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want.
Whenever.
If you need to make a quick buck like that, invest some money in, win a bet, take it out.
Yeah.
Banks hate it.
A baby could do it.
A baby could do it.
Yeah.
Don't let your baby on DraftKings unless they know what they're doing. So all you got to do is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and just place the bets you want. If you're a new customer, look for cool promo codes. We usually have some sort of promo code going on under You Betcha.
Yep.
Give it a try if you want. But like I said, people, if you're doing sports betting, especially with the big game coming up this upcoming weekend, the best way to do it, the only way to do it is with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 years or older. New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit, $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. You got anything else before we close off on this Pro Bowl edition? We'll do a full Super Bowl prediction next week. That'll be the big show. We're just we're getting ready for the big dance, as they say.
Right.
But until then, try and enjoy the Pro Bowl, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it'll be fun.
It will be. It's the best players in the world going out against it in Las Vegas, Nevada.
It's like pizza, Bad pizza is still good pizza.
Even in the morning. I'm not a big morning after pizza guy, though.
I'm not a big cold pizza guy either.
No, I'm not. I always heat it up. Or I do it on the skillet. That's the move.
No. You have an air fryer?
No.
You got an air fryer.
Okay. Is air frying pizza good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So after this, buy an air fryer, watch the Pro Bowl.
Well, I will with my $200,000 I'm about to win.
There you go. That'll be fun.
God, if I actually win this, that'd be sick.
You're going straight to Vegas.
100%. I'm going there regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. But enjoy the Pro Bowl this weekend. Get ready for the big game coming up. As of right now, I'm leaning Rams -4.5, but that will likely change over the weekend. We will give you guys our official Pro Bowl picks when the line comes out later this week on Instagram. That's goose.egg.gamble. Until then, just play some Madden. Maybe take this weekend to take your girlfriend out or something like that.
Yeah, there'd be good college basketball on. So
yeah, there's still sports. Yeah. Never mind. You actually don't have to hang out.
Don't hang out with your girlfriend. Don't do that.
Just watch sports instead.
Yeah, just ignore her or them or him.
Them. Whatever works.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye.